Here's Splinterland.
Splinterlands, as the pre-sale is ending here in 1 day and nine, and a lot of people that you 1 day, look, 9 hours, didn't even say it, but a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that if you do own the Splinterlands, you're able to collect tickets over there if you were staking, or if you just had land, you were able to accumulate a certain amount for the vouchers. And as you can see here, she has just this time around is adding up another voucher, but there's more that have been given in total
Mm-hmm.
over the course of, what was it, about 30 or is it 60 days? I'm not sure
Yeah.
how long this ran for.
Mm-hmm.
30
About 30
days.
days.
So yeah, and so you were able, and as you can see, some of the SPS has gone down, but it's been given to you free for you being a landowner. So it's, even if the value has gone down, it's still some value in it. And so
Mm-hmm.
currently she's staking that, and you're able to get a voucher to be able to come over and purchase those card packs. This will be ending, so the pre-sale will be over, and then it's going to be opening up to the public. And I believe you do not need a voucher at that point, or I haven't looked specifically. It's correct. We don't have to have a voucher.
Yeah, they're still all of that's. I haven't found any more details on that, but I know this was like again for 5 weeks for this pre-sale, and so I think it's important again, like Jess was saying, if you do have some of this, make sure you've gone on and claim your free Splinterland, because like every day you literally get Splinterland tokens for free. Make sure you've gone on and claimed them. I decided I have been staking mine just to try to get an additional whatever percentage they're going to give me for doing the staking. But on here, if you are going to go on and buy these packs, if you, like I said, no sense of using additional funds. If you have some of the Splinterland tokens, you definitely can use the Splinterland tokens to buy your packs. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Is I'll either claim some of my Splinterland tokens, and then I'll come over and I'll let this build up to if it's 20 or 40 packs, then I'll go back over here, claim my packs at that time. Because one thing I didn't like was that I know you got a bonus if you bought 100 packs at a time. So if you didn't have 100, or if I was close to 100, I still didn't have the opportunity to either add funds to it for this particular pre-drop, so where I could go up to 100 packs. Okay, so that's one of the things I think some people there was a little bit of backlash about that, but I think once these open up to everyone, then again you'll be able to come over here and buy these packs if you like to buy some of these packs. I think it's going to be beneficial to own some of those. Okay, so I've definitely have been buying mine, and I've just definitely been using their Splinterland tokens that they've been giving me. So trying to see if those packs are going to make some more money at some point. But again, be on the lookout for this. I know their land. We keep talking about Splinterland, and their land. It has sold out as of right now. But at the same time, when be on the lookout, put this one on the calendar, because again, these were $20 pieces of land. So I know a lot of people always think, well, man, you guys got into some of these things early on. Yeah, we did, but there's a lot of new things that are still coming out that are at these prices. But it takes some time for you to hold those particular NFTs or land, and they can end up being worth a lot of money, because again, these were at $20 a pop. And if you go to Atomic Hub and look at some of the Splinterland, the low right now is what, 754, and these have been as high as $800 some for the low. So with the market being down some, and with Splinterlands being down a little bit, it's just a matter of time before these things really could potentially take off even more. But it's hard to say you pay $20 and they're now $754, and they're still going up. Okay. So again, make sure you're taking advantage of that. And even as far as some of the packs and stuff that they have on Wax, I don't know if they showed up right. I couldn't get them to show up right. You'll be able to come over and see. And if you want to sell some of your packs, make sure if you are a person who's buying some of these packs, make sure you're going on and making sure you're buying the right packs. So there was the beginners packs. I mean, the first packs edition that they had, and then there's these new packs that are coming out. So be on the lookout as far as if you're buying the packs and the right packs. And I bought something on this doggone thing. I was like, I didn't get the real thing. Somebody had been playing the game, and I bought something they had been playing, but it wasn't like you could really still claim it. So do some research as far as if you're buying some of the items over here on the Wax Atomic Hub, just to make sure that you're good in that aspect. Okay. Anything I missed on that? Because I know I was talking.
Oh no, it's good.
Yeah. So again, can't wait for some more land to come out on this one. I know they will probably won't be $20, but even for whatever number they're going to be, I think there'll still be a good opportunity as long as this game continues to develop. And I was going to say, I think even one of the articles we were reading just too, even in regards to sandbox, I think a lot of people take it for granted as far as, when they're looking at the games and all these games that are coming out. But when you look at sandbox, they've been developing for 4 years. So, and a lot of these new games, you got to be willing, if you're going to get into them, to go through the bumps and bruises with them, because some of them have only been developing maybe a year.
Right.
maybe not even a year. So you can't just get in and think that they're instantly going to just have this game that everybody's going to be able to play. If that was the case, trust me, Sandbox got enough money. If that was the case, they would have done that. A
Right.
lot of these games would have done that. Well, I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Jessica? As
Oh,
far as
that's
how these
100% right. And a lot of the opportunity for some of the ones that have been building out is mainly the technology now that allows them the opportunity to do those things. So, and like you said, a lot of them coming in, if they're starting out, it's a beta. It has to go through, some of it has to go through alpha. There's even different stages of, before the pre-launch. And so you definitely have to understand, if you're an early investor, you're going to be rewarded, but it is the time that you usually have to give to it. And if you're thinking about being a flipper, or if it's just, some of these are not going to be the right projects for you, if you're trying to think of it as a quick flip. The long term, the value comes in the long term holding of the projects, because you have to just give it the time to be able to do what it's going to do. And a lot of them may be able to come out a little quicker now because of the technology, but you do have to learn, it's time with this. It's the first play to earn blockchain games are all being built out, and now we are having the opportunity to come in and play them, and you're getting rewarded because you're usually coming in and playing the game before it's launching. You're helping them fix all the bugs, and so you're going to be rewarded in a lot of these projects for just taking the time to even play the game. If you can't afford some of the stuff, or some of them are very affordable, at $4, and maybe your biggest hiccup is going to be maybe figuring out how to get the crypto to purchase it, but. Oh yeah, even the sand token. Look at that.
I'm like, let's go, Sand.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But
So
I
yeah.
know, and a lot of people invested in these coins early on, and I think when we think about it, a lot of people think, well, man, I can't buy the land, but you can buy the token.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the land, obviously, granted, it's 15,000 plus or $10,000 plus for the land. Okay, if you can't get the land, this is another avenue, because as far as people playing the game, they need sand token for a lot of the game use. It's another way to make money or to get invested in some of these projects, if you can't fully get invested into the land aspect of it. So I don't think people should take it like that. I was looking at this yesterday; it was at 4 something, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's up 23% today. Let's what you want to do, Sand? I didn't know you were up
Keep
that high.
it chugging. I
Yeah,
got the 28th to launch, and then, and
yeah.
like you
I
said,
mean,
people are gonna have to be coming in to buy the sand token to play the games, the land that has been monetized. So it's a lot gonna be happening for it. And man, it did a good jump right there.
from
Oh,
78 from October to
one,
27, 70 some
two,
cents
three
to
good ones.
$5.
Moves.
You see this percentages down here. I mean, so again, I think if you don't take it lightly, as far as
Look at
again,
the about a year ago price for them if they don't know that little highlighted area of zero. And then you'll see the difference or how much gains percent from a year ago if you just
yeah,
held. And like
that
times you're using it to buy the items, and so, but if people actually held the token, sometimes if you're flipping, that's the same thing. It's been a quick flipper. Holding on to some of these coins where you really get a lot of the value, but it's some dips you have to go through to say just to hold on. So
yeah,
I understand why you don't.
you understand, because what our lesson, we always talking about, well, man, we should have bought more Axie. Granted, we got an airdrop and stuff from Axie from owning the land, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't let Sandbox do the same thing to me for Axie. Because if you look at Axie, we're was it AXS? I think it's
Yes,
Axie.
AXS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have two. The end game is SLP, but they're actually at AXS.
So right there, Axie, $135, and had opportunities to buy this for, like, people were saying, like, buy it forever, and I'm like, oh yeah, I own the land. I never bought the doggone
Yeah,
token.
the land was
So
great. Land is great. Mystic
but
land.
yeah, I missed it. Yep. But look at that. Look at that crazy percentage in a year's time. So again, don't like I said, whether you can invest in the land or you can't invest in the land. Okay, you missed that part. All right, you missed that particular game. Find another game. Find another
Mm-hmm.
place that's doing metaverse and invest in it. It's, I promise, it is very, very rewarding at the end.
Yeah.
So
And
I
especially
want to make
since
sure.
actually the land isn't all released. They are released. So much is released right now. And so if you are interested in different ones, you definitely need to keep eye on stuff. So as we were talking about it, as we put it out there, there's so many projects that, can slip through the crack because we were part of it at the beginning. And then we're just looking at everything that if you miss a date, you may miss the next land sale, which you can be getting this, closer to $2,000-$3,000 versus the tens of thousands of dollars that it's currently selling for.
Yep. So the low right now in AXIE, $15,000. This is the cheapest land that's available in AXIE. As you go over to where the Mystic lands, the low on those lands, what are they going to be at?
Yeah,
$74,000.
that's a great one.
I don't know what else to say. Okay. So again, these are definitely as far as we keep talking about land. That's why I'm like, you start. I mean, and I think it's many times we think about it like, okay, do I invest in regular land in like real life, or do I invest in like virtual land? I keep saying I shared that last week. Like, well, I get that I need to still buy some regular land, some apartments. I get that part, but
do you though? No, I'm just, I'm just playing. I know it's still reality.
Yes, I do have to buy them. I do need to buy them. It's for tax purposes only.
Yeah. If they figure out something for this land over here, that might change the game.
They figure out this land right here, I'm buying apartments on the virtual land. Don't no tenants call me. Don't nobody need no toilets fixed. Don't no air conditioners go out. I think we bought 2 air conditioners this year on rentals. But it's just a matter of here. It's like, who wants to rent my land? Who needs to have an event? Okay, just send me my whatever token you want to send me. If it's sand, like send me some sand. What do you want to send me? Eat sand.
Yep. And then developers can even how they have it. Developers can build over your land. You can have your stores itemized on there. People can come to your land, how they're going to have the opportunity. So people don't know all the opportunities that even the AXIE land is going to offer for their specific land, for what they create and what others may want to create over that land that also gives them more money coming down. So it's some steps to that. But like if they don't know how to monetize it, they wouldn't know that. But it's some, yeah, you can make some money getting gamers. Like there's a lot of different ways if you know how to do it that you can be making money, passive income or some type of income from this getting generated on your property.
Because I know even in like I know not to keep trying to beat the land thing up, but I know some people even in Sandbox. We were telling you about going to the Discord. There are some people even in their Discord chat. They do have areas even in their Discord chat to where you can go on and there's developers who are looking to get their project out, but they don't own land, but they know how to do the developing. So, but knowing your numbers and how it's gonna obviously making the right decision with the right people to partner with is going to be important. But if you have like I said, if you have a great game but knowing your percentages, like I said, to get somebody to rent your land out and they're not making no money, and your partners in that making them the money, it does you no good. I don't need you to hold my land to do nothing. Yeah. so
it's a right contract and everything. We might have to do a 30-day trial on this. Like I might have 30-day trials on my land. Whoever needs 30 be like, I got you for 30 days and we can see how this goes. And then
so I got you for 30 days. But it's interesting. But some of the developers, I've heard a couple people that were talking about different numbers. I was like, they can't get my land that cheap. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna have to develop my own land if the developers are trying to only want to give a small percentage. But I said, when you're doing, but you at the same time not trying to be greedy, because if you can get your land and you can develop your land and make some very good money, like I said, without having to do anything, it's just a matter of them having the land. Hey, it's another rental. It's just a cash flow. Like do that multiple times with multiple people. That's a trade. Literally, that's your trade for the month. That's like you don't have to do anything. Cause I know it's talking to Nancy. I was like, you know what? Because you're like, your mom and Miles were asking me, you have been buying a ton of coins. I was like, well, every NFT I buy is a coin. That's how I literally look at it. It's like, okay, I may not be buying actual coins, which I do. I mean, I still can buy coins, and sometimes I still do buy coins. But when I'm looking at the NFTs, that's a coin for me, and it's a matter of am I in that coin to flip it, or am I in that coin where because it's going to be a long-term play. Or this is something that I just want to have in my portfolio for a long period of time. I do my NFTs the exact same way, and it works out very well that way. Land is always like a long-term play. I will tell you that hint. So, but just I don't know. You got anything else on that with land? I know we could talk about land like all day.
Oh yeah, we keep going and going. No.
So. But one other thing, again, so remember on the daily report, if you guys would like to subscribe to our daily report, just go on and get subscribed for that. We'll definitely get those out to you guys. They come out one a day. It's partial what our daily report normally goes out to our private people, but it's not the full report, but it is part of some of the articles and stuff that we definitely put out for that particular group. One other thing we will also be doing coming up next month. We mentioned it to the people that took our training was last week. Yeah, last week. We are going to be doing an intensive land training. So if you're not understanding as far as how to buy land, how to find some of your land, how to monetize your land and so forth, sign up for our training. That's going to be coming out December 13th. We'll be putting some information out as far as getting the pricing out to you guys. That'll start being advertised on our Facebook page. So again, December 13th, if you're someone you really, really want to know about land, like I said, if you already know about land, good for you. If you would like to learn about land and how we research our land and so forth, make sure you get signed up for our class. Okay, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, just even add to that, just to, especially when there's so much different land, depending on what you're trying to do with land or what you want to do, there are certain ones you need to start at or be in. So we definitely want to be able to give you that information. There's so many games, game experiences. There's so many companies also coming out with different virtual land that we also know about. So definitely, if you're thinking about investing, building, any type of anything that you're looking to do in land, there are certain ones that would be better for you to start off, even if it was as simple as advertising your company in some of these places. So definitely want to give you guys that information in December. Land intensive is really important. Even going into some of the metaverse stuff about this is going to be really exciting. So hopefully we can give you guys a solid foundation on that, looking at some companies that are definitely going to be here to stay and some things that you guys can do for yourself or your business or for your family to be able to make money, monetize this stuff and be on your way, honestly.
I think, and I know for us, we're trying to break things down as we're going along because, could we do like a training of like, let's do everything? It's impossible. It's literally like impossible to try to say, okay, we're going to talk about land games, da, 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 da. It would take like the whole month to literally try to give you like all of this in our brain. Our plan is we're trying to break things down so that you can have a better grasp and not just kind of just sugarcoat it or just go over it, breeze it, but we do go more in depth. And then, we have some other things that are coming up, whether it may be gaming. Like I said, our artists, there's a lot, that we still have that we still want to continue to do. So, but again, this December, we're going to be pretty much focusing on land. Because like I said, you've seen some of the numbers that we've shown today. There's money to be made in this land game. I don't care what nobody say. And it's not, I hear people saying, oh, it's for the rich people are only buying the land. No, no, that's not the case. If you buy the right land at the right time, even now, like I said, it's not too late to get invested in some of the newer games, but it's just going to take some time for you to hold those things. We weren't buying these lands for $10,000 or $15,000. No, they were like $100 and $20. Okay, but that's the difference. So don't be getting on that trip where it's just the rich people buying the land. No, it's not. It's really really not. It's really not. It's really not because
they'll come for the land later, but they're not the only ones buying it. They'll come for it though. The best thing about it was understanding it before they realize it, and some of them still trying to figure it out. But we already know, so they'll come for it. You can see that's happening now.
Yeah. See all the big boys coming, you'd be like, oh, and like I said, I think like when we first even looked at even when Snoop came out with this thing, we're like, whoa, because it's like everybody's silent. It's like, and I know there's some other people. I've heard there's other people that's not like out there that are developing in the metaverse, but it's silent right now. And so silence does not mean that no one's doing anything. Silence means they're doing it silently right now to be like, okay, let me go in and gobble all this stuff up from all the people who think that it's really not what it is. I mean, you look at crypto, same thing. It's like all of a sudden, how does FTX get on like the umpire shirt at every major league baseball game?
Matt Damon with a Crypto.com commercial in the movie theaters and everything. I just went to the movies yesterday. I said, it's a Crypto.com commercial in here. With Matt Damon.
So, it's so everywhere. The Staples Center.
Yeah.
Crypto.com. How? But crypto's horrible. NFTs are horrible. They're scams. Everybody's doing, all the big boys are doing all these things inside, putting everything on the news for everybody to get you into this panic, to get you thinking, well, oh yeah, it is a scam. You really shouldn't invest in that. But them big boys been putting money in this doggone thing for a long time. I am not stupid. I'm like, yeah, when they silent and they putting it on the news, I'm like, okay, I need to be over here buying with them because that's what they're doing right now. They're just trying to get the everyday people to be scared, to go run and take all your money out. They'll dip the market back down.
They
and then
building their portfolio while you over there. Yeah.
move it back up. You buying at the top again. Then they gonna dip it back down again.
Yeah.
I just ride with them. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what
You
we
gotta
doing
ride the
today?
wave.
What are we doing today? Do I need to accumulate with y'all?
That's right.
But it's good stuff. Like I said, we're excited. If you can't tell, we definitely do love NFTs. That's all we talk about all day. Literally, it's like what's next? What's the next greatest thing that's coming out? Can you get them all? No, you can't. But you don't need to get them all. If you could ever get that, as far as you don't have to get every NFT project out there. You just need to get a couple good NFTs, and it's enough to pay you for the whole year. Literally, that simple. One or two NFTs could literally pay you for the whole year for everything you need for the whole year. It's salary type money. So, again, does everything go that way? No, does not go that way. Everything does not go that way. But at the same time, if you get understanding, learn how to research. I promise you, it will definitely be worth it. So again, I know like I said, we could talk about land all day. All right, just another quick reminder, as far as, on our Facebook page, if you have any friends or family, please make sure you've sent them to whatsnfts.com. That's our site as far as being able to come over here and find out new NFT projects, what's going on, in the NFT, what's literally going on. This is where we try to post most of our information. And again, we completely love it. So Jessica, I'll let you end it if you have anything else you want to say.
I'm still in line waiting. The line barely moving. So they lucky I can't.
Whoever was putting 1,000 who put in the chat earlier, they ought to be at the register now. I'm still 21,057 on the screen.
I think he's about 5,000 ahead of me, so he's still probably there.
He's still probably lying. I guess I can go into the grocery store, get me some turkey and stuff, and get what I need for Thanksgiving, and I still should be able to back and come on back home, man. But just another quick thing, we Thursday, unless we come up, we probably will not be on Thursday. We will be enjoying our family. We're actually, as y'all know, we're sisters. She'll be in Vegas, but we are going to be eating and enjoying our family for that day. And so, like I said, we may do a recording or something, put something out there. But unless we just like we ain't done our shopping and all that stuff, we might come on, but more than likely we won't be coming on. Yeah. So don't want you guys are sitting around waiting for us. Like I said, we like to keep our schedule so that you guys aren't. Some of you guys say, well, hey, we thought you were going to be coming on. Want to give you a heads up that we probably won't be coming on Thursday. Doesn't mean that we won't be coming on any other day, but just want to share that with you all. So again,
especially because we'll probably have to come on when Artifact comes out. So there's going to be a gap there. So
we will be on that day.
Yeah,
we will be on that day because when we met them bad boys, I can't wait. I just have to settle down again. But yeah, Artifacts Day, y'all going the world will know that Artifacts has dropped. Because we will be mending them bad boys on X. Here we come. So y'all see us. I'll be like, what happened to their faces? Their faces aren't on. They're like, we're really here. That's what you say. Right. I'm like, you don't see me on here.
Yeah.
We have a new intro video. We're like, whoa, they got their phone X's.
That's right.
But again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us today. Really, really appreciate that. You guys have a fantastic week with your family. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. We really appreciate you guys and the support you guys have given us. Hopping on and just listen to what we have to say. Again, you guys have a great, great, great rest of your week, and we will see you all on Clone X Day.
Yes, have a happy Thanksgiving.